Just because as human beings, what we can have is what we reply in our head over and over again before we go to sleep. Don't worry, you may think you'll never get over it, but you also thought it would last forever. Sometimes the person you take a bullet for is the person behind the trigger. Just being a human being, I've realized that before every big problem you create for yourself, before every huge mess you have to clean up, there was a crucial moment where you could have just said no. I'm shining like fireworks over your sad, empty town. Real love still happens sometimes. It's not just something we make up when you're 9. I have to believe that. You do too. And you come away with a great little story of a mess of a dreamer with the nerve to adore you. Unique and different is the new generation of beautiful. You don't have to be like everybody else. In fact, I don't think you should. Why leave when you can stay? Why stay if you have to go? In life and love, you learn that there comes a time to let go and move on. Never believe anyone who tells you that you don't deserve what you want. Give me something that'll haunt me when you're not around. 'Cause for a moment a band of thieves in ripped-up jeans got to rule the world. Now stand in the corner and think about what you've done. Keeping your emotions all locked up is something that's unfair to you. When you clearly know how you feel, you should say it. I'm taking pictures in my mind so I can save them for a rainy day. I've apparently been the victim of growing up, which apparently happens to all of us at one point or another. Your hands are tough, but they're mine belong in. So do you, or anyone else who has spent 4 minutes on me in some way listening to just one song or watching one of my videos. Thank you. I love you like I love sparkles and having the last word, and that's real love. Beauty is sincerity. There are so many different ways someone can be beautiful. I'm only me when I'm with you. You'll always know more in the future than you know now. I think I fell in love with words before I fell in love with music. If somebody hurts you, it's okay to cry a river. Just remember to build a bridge and get over it. To me, fearless isn't not having fears. It's not that you're not afraid of anything. I think that being fearless is having a lot of fears, but you jump anyway. Sophistication isn't what you wear or who you know, or pushing people down to get you where you want to go. Soon you're gonna find stealing other people's toys on the playground won't make you many friends. The words, I love words, I love to write. Being an artist is what I love. In any relationship, each person should support the other. They should lift the other up. I slept in castles and fell in love because I was taught to dream. My parents raised me to never feel like I was entitled to success. That you have to work for it. You have to work so hard for it. And sometimes then you don't even get where you need to go. I don't know if you know who you are until you lose who you are. Love will find you when you least expect it. Living alone, you can do so many fantastic things I've learned. You can walk around and have so many conversations with yourself and sing your thoughts. I think I'm the only one that does that. When you're singing, you can hear the echo of people in the audience singing every single word with you. And that was that big dream that I had for myself. It's happening. I write songs that are like diary entries. I have to do it to feel sane. My attitude has always been if you get better and you see success, that should motivate you to even work harder. So that's kinda how I approach everything. I think allowing yourself to cry on the bathroom floor is fearless. Wasn't it beautiful when you believed in everything? I think loving someone, despite what people think, is fearless. Less than 3. All of my favorite people I really trust, none of them were cool in their younger years. It's the most maddening, beautiful, magical, horrible, painful, wonderful, joyous thing in the world. Love. If you go too far down the rabbit hole of what people think about you, it can change everything about who you are. Daily reminders. 1. Never compare myself to other people. It is comparing my behind the scenes to their highlight reel. 2. Stay here, now. I will not think too far forward or back. 3. It's okay to not be. 4. Taylor needs me, so I'm going to take care of myself. Fine. You have to stop looking in the mirror and realize that you're living for yourself, not other people. It can be heartbreaking when you find out that your fairy tale image of the world doesn't match the reality. Happy, free, confused, lonely at the same time. I want to build a life with someone that's based on their dreams as well as my dreams. I think that the idea of finding another person to share with is the most fascinating, beautiful quest you could ever be on in life. I can't say hello to you and risk another goodbye. The tiniest thing can change the course of your day, which can change the course of your year, and can change who you are. We're never out of the woods, because we are always going to be fighting for something. Just because something is over doesn't mean it wasn't incredibly beautiful. Because another lesson I've learned is not all stories have a happy ending, and you have to learn how to deal with that. Nothing safe is worth the drive. I've learned through writing that if something made me feel deeply or anything at all, it was worth it. You have to be happy with who you are and the choices you make. If you don't like yourself, you'll never be truly happy. You know, the greatest films of all time were never made. Life is a ruthless game unless you play it good and right. So casually cruel in the name of being honest. We mistake our mistakes as being damaged. Life makes love look hard. When all you wanted was to be wanted, you wish you could go back and tell yourself what you know now. You are the only one who gets to decide what you will be remembered for.